Hi, welcome to Tuesday's Table Talk. Today we have with us Anna, who you've met. You've met Shelley before, and we have with us
Leslie.
So a new face for it with us today. We're going to start out, as usual, by talking about some of the things we're working on. Shelley, let's start with you.
Okay.
You've got a finish.
Yeah, I have a finish. So we have this one. I showed this, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, at least. But, so this one is finished now. So get all that. And so we have kits available. So there's our kit that will go with that. And so those are ready to purchase now. So you can
And I love this pattern. So this pattern, you can see it's got the trees and the stars, but it also has a version that has pumpkins.
Yeah, it has a pumpkin. The pattern's kind of hidden, but you have pumpkins and flags. I don't know.
Another version that's, the flags.
You can show that pattern better, but.
Got 3 quilts in one pattern.
Yeah, so that's kind of fun there. So there's that one, and then I just showed this one a couple weeks ago as well, just with the triangles, but I do have it now sewn together, ready to go to the quilter. So that will be fun. And then you have the ornaments that I haven't decided how to do yet, but these little ornaments, there's a back and a front to it, and then they'll just be cut out, and I'll put them, the right way, obviously. But then you can hang those on the tree. And then as a countdown, so we'll have a countdown to Christmas for that tree there. So,
and that pattern is?
That pattern is called Holly Holiday. Christmas tree actually. And Holly Holiday that's the package for the ornaments that we had. So right down there. And we've shown this before too. So, but we can absolutely do it again.
That's fun.
So, and that's kind of what I've got accomplished.
Awesome.
So.
Well, that's not all, but that's
well, there's more, but
that's what you're sharing.
That's what I'm sharing today, yes.
Anna, how about you? You've got some fun things to share.
I have some fun things to share. A couple weeks ago, I went in a quilt retreat with my friends, and I brought a couple of projects, which one of them is this one here, and it's called, Roadside Harvest. And it's a fun one to make. It's definitely not an overnight project, but it's very fun one to make. And to help you make that, I recommend thousands of times you need to get this tape. I think, I don't know, maybe it's an exaggeration to say that it saved me a day not to have to write the lines on each, square and stuff.
Yes, I love
pretty
that.
Close. So if you haven't tried this tape by Cluck So, definitely get some.
I use
it's
that
a time
all
saver.
The time.
Yes,
it's great.
It's great.
And once you've got, a roll of it,
it
it'll last forever because you're only using a little piece on your machine.
I've had it for I don't know when it came out. I got it, and I think I only used that section and maybe give to a friend a little bit.
Yeah.
But I have almost the whole row. It lasts.
So a little strip for you, a little strip to share.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, and like I said, this is the pattern Roadside Harvest by Coriander Quilts. And it's a fun make. It's definitely a fun make, but you need to make like 48 of the leaves, so that takes some time. But it's not a hard pattern to do. It was fun.
And that collection is by Corey Yoder, right?
I think so, and it's Is it
What's the name of it, Kath?
Oh,
we've blanked.
It's right there.
Right there.
We'll find it.
Yeah,
Keep going.
We are going to send Emerald to find out what it is. Because we have all
Cozy up.
Cozy up, yes. I went to it yesterday.
Corey Yoder.
Yeah.
Cozy up.
Awesome. We'll remember.
And the other quilt I made, it's called Star Pop, and it's by Quilty Love, which she just released this pattern at the beginning of the month. Mm-hmm. And I loved making this one, and we used Christmas fabrics. We used Simple and Simon Company Warm Wishes. So it's
so cute.
I know, I love it. And I picked this background not knowing that it was by Simple Simon and Company, and it's from the Hush Hush line for Riley Blake, the low volumes. But I was sewing with it and I'm like, I wonder who designed this one. And when I checked, it was meant to be.
Yeah,
Perfect, but you gotta show the quilting.
I know.
Yeah.
Show the
I know,
quilting
I
on
love
that.
The quilting on that. So
mittens
funny.
and
Mittens and
stockings
hats.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got
So
this
cute.
pantograph and I just loved it. And when I made this quilt, I've been eyeing this pantograph for a year
Yeah.
or so. And when I made this quilt, I'm like, that's it.
That's the one.
I'm getting it.
A good justification, right? Awesome.
So I think that's for me for today.
Well, that's
So,
quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Yeah. So those are the big projects. Let me get to mine. But no. So, and I can't even claim all of this. So my sister Carrie, that lives in Las Vegas, sewed this for me, and then I just had to do the binding. This is one of the patterns from our Simple Whatnots Club. And so we'll have kits for this. This is called, this isn't Party of Nine. That's the other one. I don't know.
I don't remember.
It's something I don't remember. I'll find
It's one of those.
But we'll have the kits available for that. And then I'm working on finishing up the last block. Just not quite finished. Of our Stand of the Tree, the Turkey and Me block of the month. So I've still got a little bit of embroidery to do, still some of the wool applique, but it's
So
getting there.
fun.
And then I'll be pulling down all the blocks here at the store and finishing that quilt up. So that has been
fun.
so fun to do, and I've loved it. And we've had a lot of people doing that, and it's just been
Yeah.
fun. I love working with wool. So another thing I wanted to talk about is this is our wool felt nativity set, and they're made using peg dolls. And we have restocked them in the shop. So they come in a box like this with a picture of the completed set. And inside there's 8 different wood peg dolls and your little grass for Jesus's manger, all your wool felt, and labeled, each of them individually labeled, and the pattern. So, that's a fun project to do. You can embellish it as much as you want, or you can keep it as simple as you want. I did embroidery stitches on the 3 wise men, but the others I left plain, but you could do just simple on the wise men as well. And at that, if you're not going to do the embroidery, you can do this whole project just with some tacky glue. You don't even have to have,
You probably can do beads too.
Yeah.
Embroidery stitches.
So this is a fun project that has been really popular in the shop, and we'll have those available in store and also to ship.
Awesome.
So just wanted to remind you of those. And then last week we did our tutorial on the fabric pumpkins, and tomorrow we will be posting the tutorial on the fabric covered hoops. So you can go on and see that and check that out. What else are we going to talk about?
So another thing is the other day, 2 ladies came in. They don't quilt. They don't do anything. And then they saw the package. They asked me, how do you sell these quilts? I was like, no, we sell the package. And then they're like, wait, do we have to sew them? I was like, yes. So they thought that's hard. So we want to introduce you guys, like if you just join, we want to introduce you the pom-pom bowls or pom-pom bowls.
So a fun little project. So people have asked, what is it that's behind us on the shelves? And we have these are wool pom-poms or wool balls. And we have sets that make a little wool garland, pom-pom garland for decorating. You can hang them on your mantle, or you can even do them on the tree.
You can do them on the table too.
Or just laying out.
You can even
Especially for
put
the
just
holidays.
some in those little bowls.
In the little
In our bowls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just put
So
some
they're just little
colorful.
fun packages, and we will be having these. They're not today as we're filming. They're not on the website, but hopefully our shipment comes in because they go pretty quick. And we will have these sets available on the website, and they come with the not the embroidered thread, the little baker's twine that you string them on, as well as the 20 of the pom-pom balls. So
I
we'll have
also
those.
love when mom with little kids come in the store and the kids, they either get one or two and take hold them around.
And they get to that's their pride. They get to walk around the store holding on, pick a color and so that's what the little wool balls are. And we'll show some more ideas using these with Christmas projects as we go along. And so Leslie, let's learn a little bit about you.
Okay.
How long you been sewing?
Basically since junior high, so quite a while.
Yeah.
I like to make little things, the wall hangings, table runners, pillows, things like that.
Small projects
Yeah.
that are doable, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I have yet to make an actual full quilt.
There's time for that.
When you start working here. Yeah.
But I just love the process of creating, whether it's something small
Yeah.
or a big project. I just like creating.
Yeah.
So I thought last time I mentioned my sisters and I getting together, and my mom, and doing a quilt for our Christmas project. So I was just going to show you a little bit of it.
Is that the one you guys did?
Yeah, so
Okay.
this is Little Miss Sawtooth is the pattern. And this is the quilt that we did as sisters. So you can see we all made a different block. Well, actually we did two of them because there's so many blocks in it. And then we just all got together and brought in a bunch of low volumes and then sewed up our big 4 patches. But that was a fun project.
Each center it's different.
Yeah, each center of this block, your outer star is all the same, as far as
Right.
same process you do. But we got to try something different for the inside. And each block is different. So we just divided them up, and so I can look at it and say, oh, I know, Elise did that one, or Sherry did that. Oh, Kathy stitched these, sewed these. So this is my mom's version because mine isn't quilted yet, and hers isn't bound yet. But
Hey,
she needs
it's a
to get this
process.
bound so she can hang this up. Yeah. And then I was just thinking on the way here, I'm going to make up a quilt label for the back.
Yes.
That has everybody's names.
You should have them sign
them sign it.
themselves.
Yeah,
that's
true.
what I'm thinking.
And then the year that we did it as just
Yeah.
kind of a
Yeah.
keepsake. But it's just something fun that we all have in our homes.
That
and
is a very good idea.
yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys use your quilts that you make? Do you,
Yes.
they're like usable.
Yeah, I like lots of wall hangings and just for decor, but I don't want to spend all this time making something and then just be put away or
Right.
and I like to make quilts to be used, and
I do too.
I don't like them on the grass because
Yeah.
they can get green, but I want them used.
Yeah.
I don't mind being on the floor, just I want them used.
Yeah.
That's
Now you attended the thing with Jenny Doan.
yes.
So tell us what she said. Jenny Doan of Missouri
I
Star.
I'm not good on really rephrasing stuff, but she said that she, once she started quilting, everybody was asking her to make quilts for wedding gifts and things. And at first she would ask the people what they want made, and she would spend hours, she wouldn't like the colors. It's we all deal with it. We'll ask somebody and we're all excited and then tell us what they want and we're like,
For me, they'd pick, I would like all shades of purple, please.
yeah.
I like to sew a quilt in all shades of purple.
And then she'll say, we'll talk to Shelly.
So she decided that she would not ask anymore. She would just make a quilt, and and she'll make a quilt, and she'll put it actually in a picnic basket with some picnic stuff. And that she said, it gives the people permission to go throw it in the grass, sit and make memories.
Yeah.
And I really like that
awesome.
because if you make a quilt that it's a keepsake, keep it for yourself. Don't give it away
Yeah.
if it's gonna hurt you. But also she said, some people make quilts and they find out that their loved ones take them to DI. And we know how much quilts cost and how much effort goes to it. And it hurts. But she also said with that it's like somebody else gonna find it and will love that quilt and appreciate it. So your time is not wasted.
Yeah.
Well, and if you enjoy the process,
Yeah.
you have benefited from making
Yes.
it.
Right.
And if you enjoyed giving,
Yeah.
And after that, it's, in my opinion, it's just theirs to
It's
do with.
theirs to do, yeah.
with what they
it's
choose,
like
yeah.
if you're worried what people do with your
Yeah.
quilts, don't give them away.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
How about you, Shelley? Do you use?
Most of my holiday, like Christmas or Halloween, I will use those. I'll put those in my house. But my more generic ones, I probably do. I will wash them and store them in a bin in my basement. But then when I need them, like I have my cousins, when they have their kids get older, I'll let them come and pick out a blanket. When they turn 7 or 8ish, I feel like they're able to really take care of it better and stuff. So I'll do that. But right now I do have a pile in my basement. I keep thinking, I gotta either give these away or sell them or something. I don't know what to do, but yeah.
And it can be intimidating to start quilting, but you can start with as simple as a 4-patch or a 9-patch,
Yes.
and just learning the techniques of
Yeah.
accurate seams and not being too hard on yourself. So
Yeah, I just watched a video from Amy Rooney Designs. I hope I said that right. And she's teaching people how to do free motion quilting on their sewing machine. And it's really like you just need to let your mind go and go with the process. And yes, of course, your first one, it's going to be a disaster most of the time. There's some of us who pick it up and it's perfect from the beginning, but most of the time you need to practice. It's like with driving. I wish I knew how to drive without practicing, but there's no way. So same with quilting. You need to practice to get to where you want to be.
right.
That free motion stuff, my machine does it. I just can't get into that. My brain is not ready to go there yet. So it scares me.
Did we have any questions?
Yes, I got personal questions for you guys because
Uh-oh.
Halloween. Oh, sorry. Halloween is coming. I came from a country that doesn't really have this. My mom made me like this dress or like costume, make me look like a pumpkin when I was a kid. Did you like ever make Halloween costumes for anyone? Your kids?
I did.
What's your
Kids, myself.
Yep.
I've always been incredibly shy, so Halloween is like Halloween parties and stuff. Well, not my jam, because to dress up and bring attention to yourself was just like scary. But I did sew a little bit for my daughter one year. Well, I think she wanted to be a couple years. She wanted to be a pumpkin, and I made her just a pumpkin. No, it was a bee. It was a bee. That's right. I knew it was like
Fluffy.
a big, huge. And she was huge. This is huge bee. She was a little older too when I made that. Anyway, but my mom sewed our costumes. Did you sew costumes?
I did sew costumes, but once they grow up and start having their own opinion, I kind of stop.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite memories, and it's not much to do with the costume than the accessory with the costume, and it wasn't for Halloween. We were going to Disneyland, and I made my daughter a Snow White dress, and I sometimes go way over thinking things, and I wanted to find like matching shoes to match the dress and like Snow White shoes. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I was stressing about it, and I'm like, okay, when we go to the park, I'll look. But I had like a frou-frou shoes that wasn't really like by
Walk
the
around
movie.
the park.
So I'm like, okay, I had her black church shoes and we put them on, and like that's what she's going with. The first thing we go when we met Snow White lifts her dress and shows her shoes, and they're matching. She had just black Mary Jane shoes. So that's kind of my favorite story.
So you didn't need to stress.
It's like it just
We worry
worked
about
out.
the things that just
I know,
don't
it
matter.
don't matter,
Yeah.
but I was like, I don't know,
I get it.
overthinking it.
For sure.
My mom made a tiger costume when I was little. Well, actually, I think my brother Daryl wore it first. I think Kathy wore it. Actually, everyone in our family at one point wore this tiger costume. And she would either hem the legs or let the legs. I mean, there was just
depending.
always modifications. We still have that, but we have. And I know, Kathy, didn't your son Zach wear that costume one year? So generations have worn that little tiger costume because
Like
it's just
the dressing
sentimental.
outfits.
Exactly. It's like a christening outfit or some family heirloom, but ours is a tiger costume.
This is a tiger. That's funny.
This flannel tiger. Anyway.
What about Leslie? Did you make costumes?
Oh,
or-
yes.
Yeah.
I actually made a Morticia Adams
Oh, did
dress,
you?
including all the tulle
yeah.
coming off of it, all fraying. It was amazing. I wish I could still wear it. Also made, we used to do family parties. And Winnie the Pooh, and I was Kanga when I was pregnant with my twins.
Oh, cute.
And my one daughter was Eeyore. My other daughter was Piglet. And we're talking, these are all the polar fleece.
Yeah.
Complete costumes. There's a hat, there was hand mitten things, feet things. They were amazing.
Yeah.
They were really cute. I've also been a sunflower
Okay.
and Raggedy Ann.
There you go.
So there you go.
One year I was a basket of dirty laundry.
Oh my gosh.
Was that the last minute costume?
Yeah, that was the last one. We were going to a family party, so we cut the hole out of the bottom of the basket, of the laundry basket, put it around me with some straps, and then we just threw like laundry.
That is amazing.
How about you, Shirley?
I was just trying to think. So, I worked in daycare for 15 years. So it's like, yeah, you have to, you really have to dress up because you work with kids and stuff. And I did a Cleopatra one year. And so I got really satiny fabric and made me a dress. And then my hat, I got a bunch of beads and I just put it around this headband thing as much as I could. And, they drove me crazy all day long.
Chasing
Millions of threads hanging down, But I've done that. I was Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, and my kids were, the Lion and the Tin Man. So those are some of the ones I can remember. But yeah.
And I know a lot of places Halloween isn't as big as it is in Utah. In Utah, it's a big. I mean, people just kind of really get into decorating for it. And stuff. Not necessarily ghoulish, but just cute.
You can find everything.
Yeah, you can find everything. But and the village with our Witches' Night Out, we do that 2 weekends plus UEA week is big, and so Halloween's always really big for us at Pine Needles.
Yeah.
We like Halloween.
Halloween's our favorite.
Yeah, it's fun.
Our little witchies.
Yeah, there's T-shirts that they have at some of the stores in the village that say "I work with a bunch of witches."
I almost wore that shirt today. Better not. That would have been nice.
What you say, like witch, like it's a bad thing?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Do you all dress up though? Do you all dress up for like one day here?
We dress up as witches on the Witches' Night Out nights. So that's 4 nights in the month of October. And so all the employees in the village dress as witches. And honestly, if you've never been here during Witches' Night Out, you're missing out because all the customers are dressed as witches. And they go all out.
don't they? Yes.
Some of them just go so over the top. And the village witches are just amazing. So,
That's good.
Yeah.
That's all my questions for today.
All right. Well, we hope you've enjoyed Table Talk, and we will look forward to seeing you next week.